if you think that was nasty, the knives are out for each other between the Trump and DeSantis folks online. We've been paying quite a bit of attention. There was actually, this is actually everything. This Newsmax panel where actually somebody we've had on our show before, Josh Hammer, was up against a Trump surrogate, and they were going at each other on Trump and DeSantis. Here's what it looked like.
DeSantis' botched campaign announcement proves that he and his team are not ready for prime time. He proposes a national federal sales tax. He voted to cut Social Security. He has no plan to end the war in Ukraine. President Trump cut taxes, secure the border, reinvested in our economy. He is the day one leader that America needs.
Josh, just to wrap it up, he's going to Iowa. He's got time.
Yeah, look, I mean, Caroline has her talking points, and that's cute and everything. But the reality here is that Republican primary voters are ready for a winner. They are sick of losing. They are sick of relitigating an election from 2.5 years ago. They are sick of Stormy Daniels and all of the crap. This country is going to hell in a handbasket. It's time to put policy on the agenda and to start winning.
I'm glad you're reciting your Democrat talking points. My talking points are truth, and the polls prove it.
I wish we had more time.
Just getting started. I mean, we got a long way to go here until the Iowa caucuses in the very beginning of 2024.
You sound like a Democrat. That's what they'll always hit you with that. I've seen it too. They're like, oh, he's in the election, so you're a Democrat. It's like, yeah, really. If that's what qualifies, then you're an idiot.
Yeah, well, that is part of the Gordian knot, as you so aptly put it, is that Republican-based voters have been trained to think any attack on Trump is a Democratic attack. Like anything you say about him, doesn't matter if it's from the right, from the left, on his character, whatever, especially when you're talking about things like he mentioned Stormy Daniels. Any of the character attacks, you should just forget about it. Like,
because
not going to work.
The Republican base is so conditioned to anybody who validates that is a Democrat. So actually, she's attacking him correctly. He is obviously correct on the merits. So it's difficult. And this is why I'm like, I don't know how exactly you get yourself out of this. You know, at the same time, though, the interest sniping too between the DeSantis camp and the Trump camp has reached just very high posting levels. Let's go ahead and put this up there on the screen. You can see here Alex Brucewitz. This guy is like a hardcore Trump person online, and he's been putting out tweets where he's going after Christina Pushaw, who is a former press secretary for DeSantis. She's part of the DeSantis campaign. She's been going after some of the Trump surrogates online, calling them, basically calling out Trump both on policy. Then he's like, DeSantis' campaign argues with a 16-year-old kid over Ukraine and Botox, after actually they accused Christina Pushaw of getting Botox. Then on Friday, got Trump supporter Gavin Wax fired. Gavin, for those who don't know, he's like former New York Republicans head, and he was actually working for the Babylon Bee, the satire Republican site. He actually tweeted, "What the F is wrong with you, Christina Pushaw?" And then Seth Dillon, the CEO of Babylon Bee, actually fired him on Twitter. And then he apparently was accused about being part of some drug ring. So just to give you an idea of what level the discourse is at, let's go to the next one there also as well, because as you can see, she's going after Robert Barnes. He's somebody, I believe he has a very popular show with another guy on Rumble, and they say that, remember who put Fauci in charge of COVID response in 2020? Donald Trump did. And he said, why delete this? It's true, because the DeSantis campaign is going after Trump on Fauci, and there's a lot of warring over COVID.
I guess Barnes is now with Trump, is that?
Barnes is a Trump guy.
Okay,
yeah, let's go to the next one up here on the screen. Here it's another Twitter account. It says, who is Christina Pushaw? From 2018, she worked in Georgia, the country, by the way, as a registered foreign agent for former Georgian President Mikhail Saakashvili, who I believe is actually Ukrainian now, last time I checked. Anyway.
I think you're right about that.
Saakashvili, yeah, he's an interesting guy.
I think she worked in Ukraine too, didn't she?
I believe that she also did, or at least did some work with Zelensky, I want to say, but way back in the day before she came to work for Ron DeSantis. Anyway, what do we learn from this? Knives are fully out against each other. And I'm just not sure it's going to work. I mean, look, a lot of it just seems like drama, which is on the internet. But I think what people should underscore is that should people take away? The biggest takeaway to me is the DeSantis team is actually willing to go after him.
Yeah.
There's no Nikki Haley people out there who are prosecuting, and outside of like Liz Cheney Trumps, who are like, Trump is a threat to democracy. This is like actual knives out, real campaign fighting against each other. It will be bitter, and it will obviously going to be a long and hard-fought contest, but they are willing to actually declare war, and that shows that they have some confidence, at least in their process. Now, is it going to work? We'll see.
There's a lot of K-Hive vibes among some of these people.
Yeah,
like
they're
with
mean.
the just viciousness so that they
I won't
instantly
lie. It
go
is
to
genuinely funny.
I mean, I'm personally enjoying watching it all unfold greatly. Like, go at it. Let them fight. But yeah, it is definitely, it's game on, like no holds barred. Clearly, DeSantis's launch has sort of opened up the floodgates. People are picking sides. It's going to be absolutely brutal and vicious online. And, you know, we'll see whether he's able to get some traction. I do think that this is, like, you can't just sit by and take the attacks and not say anything. Because ultimately, that's just, like, it's emasculating. It's humiliating.
I agree.
So at the very least, even if you don't think your attacks are going to land, you got to stand up for yourself. You got to have some level of pushback. You got to have some knife fighters online who are willing to, like, go to the mat for you as well. And you know, the other dynamics that are unfolding are everybody else are too afraid to go after Trump, and so they're training their fire at DeSantis.
Yes. Yeah.
So if no one is going after Trump, save for maybe Chris Christie when he gets in the race, he's sort of coming in like a, you know, guided missile to go directly at Trump and try to knock him off. So maybe between the two of them, you're able to get some traction for some of these attacks and able to convince some people that they need to take another look. But I do think maybe the most revealing part of this whole segment was when on the Newsmax panel, the one dude is like launching very sort of grounded attacks on Trump, and we're done with the messiness and Stormy Daniels and all of this. Let's back a winner. And she's able to very easily dismiss it by, you sound like a Democrat.
Yeah.
That's hard to overcome when you have a base that has been really trained to see any sort of attack on Trump as coming from bad faith, coming from liberals, coming from the Democratic Party. I think it makes it a very difficult sort of situation for them to navigate, but we'll see.
Well, we'll see.
Hey guys, ready or not, 2024 is fully upon us now, and Saagar and I have been brainstorming ways that we can really up our game for this critical election.
Yeah, we rely on our premium subs to expand our coverage, to add staff, to upgrade the studio. We just want to give you the best independent coverage of this election, which is possible. So if you can help us out, become a premium subscriber today, breakingpoints.com, or the link is down here in the description video. It really means the world to us, and if you like what we're all about, this is the best possible way to keep us 100% independent, working only for you.